41 players, final table. Okay. Prepare for some lag once we start running the sim here. Six-handed. Big blind, 35. 15.5. 25.5. 122. 50. 10.5. Okay. Alright, we're looking at this final table spot. What do we do with sevens here? What do we think before we see the results? First chip leader. There's 2 stacks we cover by a good amount. Probably folding versus a mid stack, like the hijack. Big stack though. Call, I guess. Maybe fold. Hey, what's up, Chino? We're gonna be lagging here now that we're running the sim. I don't even know if you can hear me. Let's calmer music here. Call question mark. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. What do we think if the hijack opens? We fold? Since they're like a mid stack? The big stack behind? Alright, gonna run the whole tree for a few, maybe for like a minute, and then let's have everything cleaned up a little bit. Think call still? Okay. I feel like it's a lot more dicey though versus them. Because they should be opening a lot tighter than this guy. Right? And we still have a very big lead on 2 stacks, which equals 2 pay jumps. So definitely not incentivized to play as many hands as normal. How bad is the lag while I'm running this, by the way? I keep saying kick goes offline. I don't know what's going on with kick today. It was stopping me from going live. So I was trying to offline on kick now. Alright, whatever. We're only gonna be live for like an hour. Whatever. That's good enough for the entire tree. Now let's just run it from here. And let's see. What are the options for button? Why does this take so long? Is it because it's such a particular spot? Well, I was running the entire tree, so I was running every spot. Now I'm just targeting the cutoff open, or the cutoff. What's it called? Subtree, right? So if I run a subtree, it goes quick because it's less stuff to do. If I'm running the full tree, it takes a lot longer because it's running everything. And then you can run it down to like the lower this number is, the more accurate it'll be, but it'll take longer. So you can I think you can probably go as low as 1. I don't know if you go lower than 1, but normally like 10 or 5 is pretty good. Oops. Alright, so anyways, cutoff opens with a very wide range, right? So, button... Ooh... Let's run this a little longer. So now we'll just target specifically the buttons action, and we'll run it down a little lower. A little more of an accurate sim here. Won't take too long. Sevens is definitely bottom. Well, there's definitely some other factors we can think about that'll influence our range a little bit one way or another, I would say. Probably if we reduce the big blind bluff squeezing range. Like if we assume big blind's maybe a recreational or not a great player, not gonna find bluff squeezing, and I take that out of it, might let us flat a little wider, right? What other factors? Maybe a small blind doesn't jam wide enough? I don't know, we'll see. Okay, that's enough. That's low enough. Okay, so 7 is still not in there, but it's not losing, so, I mean... even down to 4s, it's pretty close to, these hands are getting kind of close to break even. So... let's see. Big blind is supposed to do what? Big blind is supposed to find some squeezes and some jams. Do we want to change the sizing? 5x is really large, I would say. I mean, it's not that large because our only value hand is aces. So like a lot of the times you'll see on final tables, you like, at least when I was looking at like GTO Wizard Sims, they would like, you would size up a lot larger. Like on final tables when your value range is pretty much like aces or only ace. Yeah, pretty much only aces. Sometimes ace king suited and kings, but ace 3 off jam, ace 3 suited call. Interesting. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. Sometimes you see like the wheel aces jam, right? Maybe it's because of whatever range. What does the button even have here? Oh, this is heads up. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is heads up. Cut off open, big blind. I forgot we didn't play the small blind flat. Oh no, sorry, we're on the button, right, with the sevens. There's no calling. So, we're just playing a jam or non-all-in. Right? No calling. Pretty reasonable here, I'd say, with 2 stacks that we cover by a good amount. We probably want to reduce the opener's range to as narrow of a range as possible, because we very much prefer folds, right? So I think that's why I think a lot of the times you see like very like fast playing hands late game, because getting someone to fold is usually really good if you cover short stacks. So let's take note of that, right? Let me know if that music's too loud or annoying or whatever. Alright. I didn't write what I did, so I don't know what I did. I'm not sure what I did here. I don't remember. I wish I wrote what I did. But anyways. Doesn't really matter. We know what to do, right? No flatting. Jam pretty much range except for our aces and bluffs. Did I just do that twice? I'm an idiot. Okay. Alright, final table, 180 man. No flats. Add 7-7 here. Wasn't sure. I don't know. No flats. Anything else? Bing, bing, bing. Alright, so let's look at that big blind spot now too, because that surprised me as well. I thought if anything we'd be jamming some suited, like low suited aces. I've seen this sometimes too, but that's a lot of chips to be doing that. It's interesting. So should we change anything? Maybe it wants to jam because I chose such a big 3-bet size. I mean, 5.5 seems large here. Maybe not that large because we're only doing aces. It's not even that bad of a size. I don't know why, but I'm gonna make it 3-bet to 10 big blinds instead. I feel like that's what I would be more likely to go here. Maybe like 9 or 10. Let's go 9.5. Sounds fine. I don't think the sizing is going to matter. I think the strategy is pretty much going to be the same, but why not? Take long to rerun it. So now change the sizing. Ace deuce get a little bit. Some ace three did. Kind of interesting, right? I changed the sizing and now we see some suited hands jam. Still jamming those low offsuit ones sometimes. Interesting. Maybe it's because we're in the big blind and we have nobody behind. Whereas, like, maybe if our stack was like we're in the big blind, if you can see it down bottom left, this is the table view. Maybe if our stack was in the small blind, maybe we would jam suited ace instead. Because we have another player behind, so like we have to, maybe we play a little better with those hands in an all-in, maybe. Button's jamming any suited ace versus the chip leader here too. I mean, they're not worth much. So definitely don't jam these hands, I would say, if you think the chip leaders are recreational, because I don't think they're going to jam this wide, right? Or open this wide. Oh, we also didn't give cutoff any all-ins, which is not good, because they... I would say definitely they're going to have all-ins here. Oh boy, so I have to run this again. When we have this big of a stack, and we're only like 33 effective, I think we're definitely having jams. So... Alright, let's run this again. Oh, what's up, Sven? Let me cancel that for a second so we don't get any lag. We had a similar spot live in the money. Cutoff, min raises off 20. I have button 20 big blinds and king queen suited. Blinds both have me covered. I called. It didn't end well. Flop top pair and lost to shitty 2 pair. Checked with my guru and he said I should have jammed. Yeah. Yeah, just don't Oh, you had queen jack suited. Oh no, the cutoff had queen jack suited. You had the king queen suited. Yeah. I would agree with them. Definitely, like I was saying earlier, you really want to... I think you want to mostly late game if you're covered. Especially if you're not, like, in last place. Because I think if you're in last place, you can play a little wider. But, like, if you're covered by somebody and there's short stacks, I think you really want to use the action that creates, like, the most folds. So I think that's what you really want to go for. So yeah, just calling's bad. You don't create any folds. You don't want to go post flop. All in gets a lot of folds. Non all in 3-bet gets some. I think jam gets the most folds, right? This song's a little much here. Okay. What was I doing? Plus, in your spot, like the opener should be opening like really tight. Yeah. Plus, I have a read on the cutoff raising light. Live and learn, yeah. Yeah. Plus the king-queen suited also has 2 overcards to a lot of pairs that they call, right? That's also pretty good. Way better than like an ace-4 suited or something. Anyway. Alright, so let's run this again. We gave them all in, so now this might change some things for us. Exploitatively, I don't think people are jamming much here. Not, you know, very well studied, so definitely run this spot without a jamming range too, and look at the differences. Also give the chip leader probably a tighter range. No immediate ladder, 5 places. Oh, I see. Oh, you were in the money, not final table. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's definitely different. Final table play, bubble play is a lot different than most other stages. I mean, it depends what place you're in. I don't mind the flat with king queen suited then. Depends what stage, how many people left, etc. Because if you flat king queen suited, then you keep in dominating hands, right? And you're on the button position. Better to jam like if you're in the hijack, right? You're out of position versus a couple players. You got a lot of players behind. Or if like you're in the small blind. But on the button, I think it's okay. Hey, what's up, Shone Die? How you doing? Family. Yeah, apparently you're my brother. That's what I've been told. No DNA test yet. Alright, that's good enough. Alright. So that's quite a bit of jamming, right? Lots of jamming. So now if they opened, is this the same spot here? Okay, so before they didn't have jams, so we should actually look at our spot again. At least in theory. So I think this is probably closer to practice. Because people don't really jam here. Nor is jamming that good here. In practice, because people call off all-ins too wide. So it usually makes these jams pretty bad if they call off too loose. It doesn't create the amount of folds that you would normally get if you were playing you know, with ICM in mind, trying to make money. What was we doing? Alright, so cutoff raises, we're on the button, right? Now 8s is even like starting to fold, whereas before with no all-ins, 8s is jamming, right? So essentially now we're up against an even tighter opening range, right? Because you know, there's less hands. The opening range has all the nutted hands, and there's a lot less folding hands. So now even 8s is not great. Let's run it down a little bit more. We are brothers, but I'm in the way black people use it. Which is more meaningful. Absolutely. If they call too wide, I say fuck them, let's run it out and see who the gods side with. Why not, right? Alright, that's good enough. So yeah, so without a jamming range, we're playing, or with the jamming range from the cutoff, we are in the button and we're playing a little under 11% of hands. Whereas before we were playing a little over 12, so it's not too much of a difference, but you do see we get tighter, and I think it makes pretty logical sense why. What else was I gonna look at? Now that we gave the cutoff an open jamming range, we're not really jamming the low ace-X anymore, are we? Not really jamming much of anything. A little bit. A little bit here and there. Look at that. I have one more hand if you have time. Yeah, I got going to eat dinner with my dad in like 40 minutes. So we got until then. Got about 40 minutes. FT four-handed chip leader first to act folds. Button raises 2.5 off 19. I have 18 and ace 10 suited. Big blind has 10 big blinds. I figure good chance button is raising a light, pressuring big blind. You 3-bet to 7.5 and button snap jams. I would just go all in with that hand, I think. If you want to, like, was your plan to 3-bet call? Like, are you going for, like, 3-bet call heads up, 3-bet fold multi-way? Or what's your, what's the rest of the plan there? You folded. Okay, let me look at your spot again. Okay, so like you're in third place, right? Small blind, big blind is 10. Yeah, I would just jam that one, I think. You think I had a plan? I was hoping. I mean, we could try to run it, I guess. Let me see. Why not? Cut off chip leader. We don't know how much he had. Let's say he just has like 35 or something. 19, 18, 10. Oh, he snap jammed, I see. Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to like fold the hand, I would go. I would be going smaller. I would either go a little smaller or jam. Oh, under the gun at chip leader at 30? Okay. I think if you put a 3-bet to 7 or whatever, he did the sim just breaks. 3-bet out of position should be big, yeah, but it's also based on your, it should be bigger than in position, but it's also based on your stack size. Right? Like, if I'm on 100 big blinds and I'm out of position, I might 3-bet to like 4.5, 5x the open. But if I'm only 30 effective, I'll, you know, in position, maybe I'll 3-bet to like 2.5x, maybe 3x sometimes. Out of position, 3x to like a little over 3x. Yeah, I'm not sure if you were talking about the Sven spot with the ace deuce off. But I think it's more gonna be like ace 10 off or something. Or like ace 6 suited or something like that. Because ace 10 off is better than ace 3, because like the 10 blocks pocket 10s. And your value range is super narrow, so I mean you do want the ace in your hand. The ace is a good start, but let me see. I mean, I'm just, you know, we could just look at it. Cut off button, right? Button open to 2.5. Yeah, you had ace 10, but I think ace 10 suits is gonna jam. Be my guess. That add action? Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Alright, so button raised to 2, right? Small blind. I gotta add a non-all-in size to small blind. So what we had, they went 2.5. What size would I use here? I mean, 6.5 maybe. Probably 6. Probably more than enough. Well, we could, you know, for the sake of your spot, let's go with 7. Right, because you used, what'd you use? You used, 7.5 or 7? Something like that. You 3-bet to 7.5. Okay, give it a second here. Oh, you want to add flats? There's flatting in there already. It's accounting for flats. Okay, so yeah, so like I was saying earlier, ace 10 off is usually a really good bluff. It does want to get in some king jack, king 10. But yeah, ace 10 off, king jack, king 10 off, not bad bluffs. Ace 9 suited. You know, these suited aces aren't terrible choices. Really, any of them, probably. Ace 9's probably better because we block pocket 9s, right? So, our value range is surprisingly wide, actually. Why is that? 19. I guess because we're covered. So I'm surprised we actually go not all in with so many hands. If I'm being honest with you. My guess, like, I thought like only aces would have been our value range here. Just because like we have such a lead over big blind. Maybe it's because like we're similar stacks, so like we have a lower risk premium. That's probably what it is. Like if cutoff opens here, I would imagine small blind's value range is only aces. But let's find out here. Bubble factor. So small blind versus button. 12.6%. So it's lower than versus cutoff, right? Which is 15.6. So our risk premium's lower, so that's probably why we add more value hands. Let's see what happens if cutoff opens. Cutoff opens, we're in the small blind. Let me just confirm this for myself here real quick. Almost no flats whatsoever. Yeah, don't flat. Oh, you didn't see the bench was short, I think. Okay. I let the fam down. Ah man, we can run it with 20. We can try. I think you're gonna be disappointed though. Pretty sure there's no flatting there either. I mean, you could see flatting kind of enter the scenario. Like, you're definitely in the ballpark where flats would come from it. I mean, just because it's like a little bit here, I wouldn't really, you know, think about it. Alright, so anyways, small blind versus cutoff. So kings gets in there. Alright. I honestly thought aces would be our only value hand, but I guess kings and ace-king suited don't mind either. I mean, ace-king suited likes jamming too. It's like either way. The difference between non-all-in and kings and jamming is pretty marginal. And then aces is, you know, big difference. Definitely don't want to jam. Ad got me good there. What did it say to do with ace 10 suited previous sim? I don't even. Wait, what are we doing here? Oh, this is a different spot. I don't know which previous sim you're talking about. The four-handed one, or the six-handed one I was looking at before? Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you hanging out anyway. We're here to learn. That's the idea. I love being wrong, because then it's... Once I know I'm wrong, I can, you know, it's blatantly obvious that I gotta put time into that thing, right? So I like being wrong. What was I doing here? Oh, so yeah. Kings gets in there. A little surprised by that, but not a big difference. EVs are pretty much the same, right? Okay, this spot we looked at, so let me unbookmark that. I'll run the spot with big blind having 20 for you while I look up the next hand I'm gonna look at. Fuck this game. Did it say Sven should jam ace 10 suit with big blind at 10 bigs? In the big blind? What do you mean, versus a button open? Yeah, all in looks pretty good to me. So in conclusion, a little bit of folds. You mean raise folds? Like not all in 3-bets? And mostly jams? Yeah. Mostly jams. You'll see flat calling start to enter the picture in late game scenarios. I want to say on the button, maybe like, you know, on the buttons, depending on the scenario, there's some flatting. Once you get like greater than 30, so like we were looking at small blind here for like 17. Let's say everybody was like 35, 40 big blinds instead. You know, once you start getting over 30, I think you'll start to see flat call become more relevant. Definitely like 40 and 50 big blinds and greater, you're definitely gonna see more flat calls. He was in the small blind, that's what we were looking at. But then, you said big blind or something, I think. Or maybe I read it wrong, I don't know. Yeah, the structure will, you know, change as well. How you play a little bit. Okay, let's look at the... Let me run this for a second. Uh... You're a small ball pussy. That's funny. You want me to check if you should call? I'm almost certain you should call, especially when you go as large as you did. But you said he snap jammed, so like, I definitely hear what you're saying, but maybe he was just ready to go all in, right? Maybe it's not like a sign that he's like super nutted. Okay, so button. So now the big blind has 20, right? No short stacks. Button opens. This is small blinds range here. I made him only raise to 5 big blinds in this spot though. Maybe we should make it 7 to like compare better though, but I mean there's a little bit of calling in there, but I wouldn't call anything here. It's not worth like trying to find this little call. I would just think like these are the dominating actions, right? All in and not all in 3-bet. Those are usually my 2 decisions. I'm not really trying to find like if something exists a small amount somewhere. It's a little too much to think about. I'd rather be thinking as simple as possible. But this is to 5, so I guess we could run it again. Go 7.5 here. For the sake of what's that word? Continuity? Is that it? Does that make sense? I don't know. For continuity? Oh, so you see if your spot calls, right? 3-bet. I would have to make bet that first. Alright, let's say you did do that. Button goes all in. Maybe since he snapped, right, we get rid of all these weaker hands, maybe? You think like he's probably not going to snap off these weak ones? Because you did mention that in your read, right? So let's assume he just snaps off his pairs. Ace Jack. I'm gonna guess he snaps off his Ace 10, honestly. Alright, so let's say he calls these, or goes with these. Let's run this spot, but it looks like Ace 10 suit's close, so I didn't think it'd be close. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Ace 10 suit's folding. Very good. You know, if we assume that this is his range, of course. I actually included King Queen off. Probably not going to snap off King Queen off either, right? So it probably gets even tighter. Alright, look at that. Nice fold. Yeah, I didn't think you could fold for this price here, honestly. But, looks like you can. I mean, I knew you could fold, but not with... I didn't think it'd be with that hand, right? Like, I thought the offsuit hands would be fine. So, hey, there you go. Very good. Do you agree with this range I gave him? That snaps off with? I think it's pretty reasonable. Right, let me run, let me get something running here. And then I want to get ready to go. I also gotta go to the bathroom. Yep, you're a genius, that's right. Got me beat in that spot. Well, not anymore, because I'm super aware now. And I'm definitely not going to misplay that spot in the future ever again, surely. Yeah, it said if we 3-bet not all in to 7.5, we're still folding. If this guy's range looks like this. We are still folding. It's like the best hand you fold, right? There's no better hands that fold than this hand, so. I mean, I don't think calling is terrible either. It's not losing a ton, but I mean, it is actually. I mean, it is losing a ton, but compared to like other calls, it's not as bad. Did he fold in game? He said he folded in game, yeah. Finished fourth anyway. Well, you're out of position, right? So playing out of position is really bad. When there's pay jumps involved, going to post flop is just generally worse. Especially on a short stack. On a deep stack, it's not as bad. Alright, is there anything I can run real quick while we're I go AFK for a minute? Did I want to screenshot any of this? What does that sound? I don't even remember now. I should have screenshotted earlier if I want to. Oh, here's an interesting one. This was the final table of a 1K here, and I checked the flop. After looking at it, maybe I shouldn't have, but like I don't have any Queen X off this stack depth, I don't think, or oh maybe I do. I have King Queen off, maybe, yeah. I was thinking I don't have any queens here. I remember this spot. And when you're at a trips disadvantage covered, or even not covered on a final table, you play, at least from the spots I've looked at, you play differently than like chip BB. But now that I'm thinking about it, like I have King Queen off in my opening range here, so maybe it's not what I think. This spot's actually going to take way too long to run because it's 8-handed. Alright, you know what? I don't know what. I don't know what I want to run. I don't have much time and I gotta go to the bathroom. Yo, what's up, Darash? Run it. FT is too important. Absolutely, I agree. The most money being played for is at the FT, right? Shh, you need to be a absolute wizard at FTs if you want to make the most. Alright, yeah, I don't know what to do. I gotta go to the bathroom. You're back. Just to let you know, we're gonna be ending soon. I'm gonna go eat dinner with my dad in a few minutes. But, thanks for watching. Follow if you're new. Yada yada. I'll be right back. Alright, well, we'll hang out for a few minutes. Save this one for another time. Let me see if I can find any better ones that I can run quicker. So there's one question I really want to answer. Because I kind of want to, like, transform my PKO pre-flop a little bit. And I think it's important to, like, know... So let's say you open... and in a PKO, and it comes to the big blind. The big blind covers the opener, right? So we cover for a bounty. How much does that bounty have to be worth to call any 2 versus a min raise? That is one of the questions I want to know. Because once you get to a point where you should defend pretty much any 2, I feel like min raising is a pretty bad strategy at that point, because you're not getting any folds. So I think somewhere around that point, it's probably better to add like a limp or like a 3x open or something. So I'm kind of interested in doing that, but that's going to take a while too. Alright, you know what? Let's just close this. Didn't really get too much done, but... Let's look at what's happening in the world for like 2 minutes here. What's going on? Oh, got a donkey poker hand. Ooh. Post one with the jacks there. Got a lot of WSOP posts, I see. What's up, Darash? Enjoy dinner. Where are we going? I think we're gonna go get some steaks. Go to a nice steakhouse. Anybody watch this fight? Pretty inspiring. There's so many people that like they get so close to getting the title, but then it ends up not happening for him. And I was pretty convinced that was gonna be Justin Gaethje too until this night. It's pretty cool to watch. I was definitely motivated watching that. This fight. It was a good fight. I think Gane is just so much bigger than Pereira. Cause like, I mean, they weighed the same, but Gane's all muscle. So I mean, he's just gonna be the stronger one here, I think. Maybe you give like Pereira another year of working out or something. It'll be a closer fight. For early Father's Day. Yes, surely. We got some US Open golf this weekend. Huh? Wouldn't be a US Open week without some random videos like this. Wow. He did that blindfolded? That's crazy. I can't even do this. I can't even do this trick without blindfold. I haven't tried though too much either. It's not that important for me to learn this yet. Pretty impressive though. Those conditions look brutal. We went to Shinnecock last time it was held there. Oh, cool. Not going this time. Understandable. Holes 11 and 12 look tough as could be. I'm sure. I went to the Masters one time. It was the year Patrick Reed won. Got to watch Tiger Woods play though. That was cool. Wait, what? Alex Purr got a 60-day suspension? Doesn't even say what it's about. I've entered the lottery the last couple of years. Ah, cool. Yeah, at the time I went, I was a member of the PGA, so I just walked in for free. All I gotta do is show my membership card. Not a fan since he cheats, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those multiple instances where it looks like he's cheating. That's a good perk, yeah, not bad. Can I still use my card? No, because I'm currently an inactive member. You'd go every year, yeah. Accommodation must have been tough though. When did I go? I think I was living in South Carolina at the time, so it wasn't too far. Was Monster in there somewhere? Oh, what's up, Monster? Hello, hello. Yeah, I at the time I lived there, so we didn't really have. Oh, my dad. What did my dad? Was he? I guess he had to travel and he had to pay for his ticket, so it's not like we both got in. I forgot what he paid. I don't know, but it was a good time. Bum, 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 bum. Did they give everyone lawn chairs? I think no. You got to bring your own or buy one. They probably had like ones for sale, but we weren't. We were walking around the whole time. Very hilly course too, so we got a pretty good workout. Kind of interested how to do this late reg math. I see a lot of people talking about late reg recently. What does a capped ROI mean? Does that just mean like the maximum amount like the best players are making in that field? This line here is pretty much what I've always, you know, figured. I don't think that's new. Max late reg is best if you want to increase hourly, but starting from the beginning is the best total profit. You heard the hills are much bigger. Yo, thank you very much for the gift sub. That is very much appreciated. That ding sounds like, we... Oh, okay. And he's gonna be a little later, actually. Okay, guess we have some time. Okay. Well, he's gonna be a little late, so I guess we could have looked at another spot, but... oh well. Did he? Did he do it? Did he didn't? Yes. I would say the biggest hole that stood out was probably number 10 at Augusta. You know, that downhill par 4 that goes a little to the left. It's way more narrow in person than it is on TV. It looks like a pretty wide it looks like a wide hole on TV, and it's like very narrow in person. Yo, thank you very much for the sub. Very appreciated. Thank you, thank you. You played Bethpage Black. I have played there a few times. You hope Scotty wins it. Does he only need the US Open? Is that it? I actually played Bethpage in a couple tournaments too. Unfortunately, I was playing probably my best golf at the time, and I was dealing with like multiple injuries, including like a fractured like left wrist, and I was still able to shoot 83, 81, and my hand felt like broken.